going to share with you 7 productivity tools that I use every single day as a 7-figure entrepreneur. So the first tool is called Suka, and since I've started using Suka, I have just felt so much more focused in everything that I'm doing. There's something about this tool that really just helps me focus in on whatever it is that I'm doing and not get distracted. Because one of the problems as a business owner is that there's so many things that are happening. You could be doing this thing one minute and another thing, and it can get very distracting. And when your attention gets pulled away from something, you're pulled out of focus, and it takes a long time for you to be able to get into that right frame of mind again. So what Suka allows me to do is to really just hone in on the one thing that I am currently working on. So this is the app, and if there's any tasks that I need to do today, let's say I need to review emails, that could be a task, and create this video, that could be a task. And then what I can do is I can just go ahead and then assign that task, and I'm going to say, okay, right now, during this next 1-hour session or 25-minute session, however long you need, I'm just going to focus on this one thing. So then you click on start a session, and then you have this countdown timer. And now if you're familiar with the Pomodoro technique, essentially what the Pomodoro is you are going to be focusing just on this one thing for a specific block of time. It could be a 25 and 5, which means you are focused for 25 minutes and then you take a break for 5 minutes. I like to typically focus for a little bit more like an hour, and I'll just focus for 1 hour, and then I'll take maybe a 10 or 15 minute break, and then I'll go back to working. Now, not only is this a way to be able to organize your tasks and focus on one particular thing, but it will also keep you from getting distracted. So for example, if I open up Slack here, it's going to pull up a notification, and there's this AI coach. So I actually recorded myself, and I am now an AI coach inside of Suka, which is really cool. So if you want to have me AI coach you, I can do that. You could use my link and you can join my group and use this tool. So if I say no, it's not distracting me. It'll say, okay, got it. I'm not going to bother you. And then I can minimize this, and I can just be like, okay, that was a little fluke. But let's say I open up my email now. Now it's going to say, is email distracting you? And if I'm just like, okay, yes, it is distracting me, I say yes, then it's going to say, okay, I'm going to keep noted. So let's say we finish our session, and I'm just changing the timer on here, and now our session is complete. The break commences, and let's say I'm just going to stop my session completely. I'm done for right now. It's going to give me a score based on how well I did. So you can see here that my score was not really good that session, and that motivates me for the next time. And it's like, okay, I need to fix some things. On the left-hand side of the app, we have some things in order to help gamify and to keep you motivated. So we have a weekly streak. So you can see yesterday I did not actively record my Suka sessions, so I kind of feel bad because I missed one. But we can also see the 7-day productivity, and I can see how productive I was, how many points I had during these sessions. I can open it up and see, did I have any good sessions? I had 3 sessions this day, and they were really good. And then I can click on this day, and my sessions were pretty good there. And then down on the bottom, I can see all of my active sessions, so all the times that I've been using the app, as well as my leaderboard score. Now, the reason why there's a leaderboard score is because people can actually join you. So if you actually wanted to join my Suka group, you could join this community, and then we can be focused together, and we can have a little competition in the leaderboard to see, who has the most points and who's being the most focused. This next tool is called Paste.email. Now, I noticed that I was spending way too much time in my email inbox, and whenever a new email would come in, I would see the little notification and I'd get distracted. So what Paste.email allows you to do is to basically just paste out the emails as you receive them. So you can see in my inbox, just once a day, every day, I will get one email from Paste.email, and in these emails, it's going to have all of the emails that were sent during that previous day. So that way, when I start my day, the first thing that I'll do is I'll go and I'll check my emails, and I can go and I can view my Paste email. So when I view the entire message for this, it's going to have all of the emails that I received in one email just like this. So rather than getting them sporadically throughout the day, it's just all these emails like a newsletter, and I'll just get it all at once. And what's really cool about Paste email is I can create burner emails right directly from here. I can create a dedicated inbox for a specific thing. So if I only want newsletters going to one specific email, I can put this in a newsletter email. If I have bank information or whatever types of emails I want, I can have them sent directly to this email, and then it will just be sent to me in a digest. This next tool that I really enjoy using is called Rise. Rise is always monitoring what I'm doing, and it's tracking what pages I'm on, what applications I'm using, and it will give me a breakdown of all the time that I'm spending on different things. So when you download the app, it'll tell you how long you've been working for a particular day and what it is that you've been focusing on, whether you've been having focus time, a lot of meetings, a lot of breaks, and then it will tell you how long you've been spending on specific things. So I have 36% that's uncategorized, 15% that is on business, and then 12% that has been spent on documenting. And then when I go to my categories, it'll break it down very detailed, and I can break it down by day, by week, by month. So I can see for the whole month how many hours I've been working. I can see for a week how many hours in a week I'm working. And then it'll tell me how many hours on specific tasks that I've been doing things on. And then it'll break it down by specific categories that I've been working on. So it says 27% of the time I've been spent on business, 23% on uncategorized, 18% on documenting. And then over here on the right, it has the apps and websites. So it says that I spent the past 11 hours and 40 minutes on there, about 9 hours in Vimeo, and 9 hours in Upbase. And then if I click on this, I can change the category. So this category says that it's in documenting. So if I go over here, okay, this is related to documenting. If I click on edit in the category section, I can see all of the different apps within the documenting category that it is saying that I've been spending time on. So this is probably the most powerful feature of Rise. It just gives you clarity on what it is that you're actually spending your time on, which is different than Suka. Suka allows you to really just be able to focus in on one particular task. Rise is going to constantly be tracking what it is that you're doing and give you a very transparent view as what are you spending your time on. This next tool is a free extension that I honestly can't live without now. It's the video speed controller. So when you're watching a video, you will see over on the top left that there's this little thing, and right now the video speed is at 1, but I can just use my keyboard and I can change the speed. So I can change it to 2, and then I can change it to 3, and then if it's too fast, I can slow it down, I can speed it up again, and it just makes it very easy. You can change the speed to as fast as you want to go through a video. It's a simple tool. I love it. I use it all the time. This next tool is called XNiip, and it's specific for Mac users only. I'm sorry, but it is a very useful tool, and if you can find an alternative for Windows, I would highly suggest it. So what this allows you to do is just to extract text from anything online. So I can just prompt it to open, and then I can copy any text that I see just like this, and then I can paste it. And the text that was here, I just copied it and pasted it. So you can literally copy from anything. So I can see this text, and let's say I wanted to copy this, and now I can paste it, and you can see it is the same text. So it's a very simple but very useful tool to copy anything that you see online. This next tool is another Mac exclusive one. It's called XNiip, and what it allows you to do is to just take a screenshot of anything and you can resize things. I really like that it has this little magnifying glass, so I could say, you know, if I want to get from a very specific point, I can copy it like that. If I need to put any arrows, I can put an arrow, and then we can put a square, like this is the focus, and then I can copy it, and then I can then paste very easily, and it's going to keep everything just like that. So it's just a very easy tool to just be able to put anything that you want, and you can save the images. You can put like a 1 and then put a little comment on there, and then we can copy that, we can paste it in, and then it's going to have everything that we just took from that snapshot. This next tool, I have it for Windows and Mac. It's called Pure Text on Windows, and then it's called Get Plain Text on Mac. So the way that this works is, let's say I was to copy over something from a website like this, and then if I was to go and I was to open up my email or Google document and I paste that over, it's going to copy over all the HTML on here. And if I'm just trying to copy over the text and I don't want to copy the exact HTML, it's going to be really annoying. But what this tool allows you to do is it allows you to copy over anything that has HTML. So you don't need to copy anything anymore and then go to an HTML stripper and paste that in, and then say to strip the HTML, and then you have to copy that clean text and then go back and then try to paste it in. No, with this tool, you can just copy anything from anywhere like this, and then it will automatically remove it for you. And then this tool is called Clipboard History Pro, and what this allows you to do is it just saves literally everything that you have ever copied. So you never have to worry about you copying something and then maybe you copy something else and you're just like, oh man, the thing that I just copied before, I don't remember it, or I overwrit the thing that I copied. You just have this little toolbar up here and you can just click on it, and then you can paste it in, and then you can even have favorites. If you're constantly copying things, you can just star it. For example, I could just be like, okay, this one is my favorite, and now I have this right here, and I can always just kind of go back and copy that. So this tool is very simple, but it saves me a lot of time. So if you found these productivity tools useful, I have 7 more productivity tools that are perfect for online business owners. You can watch that video right here.